It's your girl brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a birthday reading for Miss Joseline Hernandez, Amber Rose, Eva Marcille, and we gonna look at Miss Tina Knowles. Okay, she recently divorced. She's divorcing her husband. Eva is divorcing Mike. I'm still shocked by that, you guys. I am shocked. Okay, I thought Eva got her a good light-skinned man, honey. The type of light-skinned man that show up in the Tyler Perry movies. I was like, he done adopted her daughter. Okay, now that nigga, he gonna have to pay child support for that daughter. Okay, and rightfully so. You done messed the marriage up, Mike. Okay, you out here getting arrested and stuff. Okay, getting into trouble. Okay, out here drinking and driving, messing up your family. And then I heard, honey, from some other people, honey, that he was allegedly cheating on Eva. Now, that story, I haven't heard it, really in the blogs. I just kind of heard it, honey, in one of these groups that I'm in. And the people were saying that he was cheating and was seen all around Atlanta with some lady, that Eva didn't know about, allegedly, honey. But, honey, I think that Eva, she didn't like that situation with Mike being arrested. We'll get more into that, guys, once I get to them. So we're going to start out with Miss Joseline Hernandez. She is the Puerto Rican princess that is out here getting arrested after her altercation with Big Les. Okay, Joseline, girl, you are a mother now. You ain't got time for all this bullshiggity. But Joseline Hernandez rose to reality television. She is royalty to some as one of the first cast members of the 2012 reality show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, Love and Hip Hop, honey, it was good back then. Them first, let's say the first, probably the first 6 seasons was real good. Especially the first 2 seasons. They was real good. Okay? Toxic as hell. Dysfunctional, honey. But it made you feel a little bit better about your life. Because you I would never put up with all this. Damn, this shit make me feel better about my life. That's how I felt, honey. Okay, I felt all successful and stuff. I was like, look at these people on the first floor. But, honey, I'm going to watch them. Okay, because something don't look right. I'm going to have to get to the middle of this. Okay, I'm going to have to get to the bottom of all of this, honey. But, yeah, she was the side chick when, and she was, Stevie J's side chick. She would be talking all types of bullshiggity to Mimi, honey. Yeah, I took your nigga, and yeah, girl, that's late. That's why Coleslaw over there, okay, eating her words over there. She just got a baby too. That's what Joseline gets. She got a baby from Stevie J, just like Ariane and Martell got a baby and got put on that damn bench. And you realize you are not special. And that right there, you guys, women be just so in a rush to compete with another woman. Yeah, I took your man. Yeah, he wanted me more. And you go eat those words, baby. So watch out. Watch out, honey. But yeah, Joseline was recently on College Hill, and so was Amber Rose. They got into an altercation because Amber got sick of Joseline running off at the mouth. Joseline ended up blurting out that Amber didn't want to be black. I think you want to be more white than black. The girl is both, okay? Both of them represent her identity, and that's for her. So what is going on? Joseline is a Scorpio. Her birthday says it is the day of the long breath. Long breath, child. Make it make sense. Long breath. So her strengths are she is persistent. That means she is tenacious. She is persevering, determined, those type of things. She is concentrated. That means she is intense, vigorous. It also says she is triumphant. That means she is successful, victorious, unbeaten, winning. Okay? Weaknesses, suffering. That means she's hurt. She's in agony. She's in pain. Okay, that's why, guys, she does a lot of this acting out. She needs to go to therapy. But since, the media and these companies like Zeus, okay, there are other companies out here too, they reward bad behavior. They make bad behavior a brand. And Joseline gets to acting, well, she is not acting, but, she gets to being delusional, feeling like you can act like a bully in real life, and you can't. That stuff you do on TV, you can't do it when outside of TV. You technically shouldn't even be doing it on TV. But see, she's being paid. And if you pay somebody to act a fool, they ain't gonna do nothing but continue to act worse. They are really going to be on the decline. She needs to do a better job at managing her image. She needs to have certain things that she's willing to do, certain things she's not willing to do. There has to be some type of balance. Shout out to Tammy Roman. Tammy Roman, she kind of has some Joseline ways about her, but Tammy, you can tell there's a balance. And shout out to Tammy because I love her freaking show, honey. That show is addictive. I didn't think I would like that cheating show, you guys. But it's kind of a lot like Cheaters, but Tammy put her own spin on it, you guys. I'm so proud of her. Shout out to Tammy again, honey. It is so good. It is so good. Once you watch one episode, honey, you just go keep wanting to watch it. And Tammy just comes out and talk to the people, see if they want to leave they cheating mate, or, do they want to confront the person that, their mate was cheating with, and child, it's so good. But anyways, it also says that child, and forgot her name already. She ain't really important, honey, like that to Miss Robinson. But the people wanted, y'all want to know what's up with her. Okay, y'all wanted to know. The people said that they wanted to know more about Joseline. Okay, so she procrastinates. She probably procrastinate because she ain't got no damn talent. Shit. So we pretty much know what that means. That means she postpones action. She always putting stuff off. She delays things. Okay, she defers action. She plays the waiting game. Okay, we saw her play that same damn game over there with Stevie J when she was waiting for him to act like the man of her dreams. But Joseline, he dogged Mimi out, and you thought that shit was funny. The side chicks, they don't never like it when they get dead how the main chick get dead, honey. They don't like that. They can't believe it. They up in arms. Okay. We also got, she is depressive. That means she's sad. She's gloomy. Okay? She's fed up. But see, she a fixed sign, and they tend to sit in that. Scorpios, they tend to sit within that. Same thing we saw with Melody when she was over there with Martell, putting up with all that lying and cheating. And then, like I said, she didn't know she was dealing with a narcissist, right? But yeah, Scorpios, they play the waiting game. They play the long game. They be waiting on people to change. And, and sometimes they be waiting on themselves to change. And they are not like cardinal signs, like the Capricorns, my sign, Cancer, Libra, Capricorns. We are action oriented. We go get the party started. Okay? So it says, those born on November 3rd are fighters with stamina. I'm not even a minute in, and it's already talking about she's a fighter. Okay? And endurance to hang in there no matter what. They are highly competitive. And I could tell that when she was on Love and Hip Hop with Mimi. She was in a competition with Mimi. Okay? If not actually contesting others, then striving for their own private achievements and goals, the idea of bettering their position of standing occurs naturally to them. Under pressure, they are usually cool, although they are often reserved and explosive. There's that word, power, which others can palpably sense. A certain deadly calm descends on them in trying situations that does not bode well for their opponents in executing attacks against foes, both men and women. Born on this day can be quite merciless. That's all that fighting. You remember all that damn fighting she did? Remember at the one reunion with Tammy when she attacked her and Stevie J, they fought Benzino. Benzino actually popped Joseline in the mouth. He popped her. Okay? I will never forget that reunion. It was off the chain. She began trying to fight Mimi backstage. Y'all know Mimi is not much of a fighter, but see, these women, these side chicks, they are delusional. She knew that Stevie J still loved Mimi after all of that bullshiggity, he was doing. She knew that, and she felt threatened by her. That's why she wanted to fight her. That, and allegedly, she was on a little something. And we've heard that, Joseline, she partake of. I believe it. I believe it. That her and Mimi actually, I guess, hooked up and did, had a little menage a trois with Stevie. That's just sick. I'm like, Mimi, girl, you shouldn't have did that with that girl, because she really wasn't gonna, respect you. She already showed you she don't respect herself. Joseline has a street mentality. And it's very much so, what's mine is mine. What I want is what I want. Stevie is my man. He's not with you. He's with me, bitch. Get over it. I'm getting pregnant by your man. I don't give a damn. There's like this, this ruthlessness. Like, I don't give a damn. I just do whatever the hell I want to do. If you've ever associated with a street person, it's mind over matter with them. Like, they don't give a damn. They fight. They will steal. They will kill. They will do, like, whatever to get whatever they want because they feel like they are entitled to it. Okay? So that's what's going on with Joseline. You can mix all of that with how she was raised. I think her mom and her, they had issues coming up. I don't think the mother was always there for her. It says November 3rd, people know how to wait. What did I just tell y'all? I didn't read this. Okay? I didn't know it was going to say this. But I just told y'all. That's a pattern I noticed with Scorpios. And that may work for y'all sometime, and then it may work against you. Okay, so Scorpios, watch out for that. Watch out for what you are willing to wait for. Okay, that's why Melody over there is saying God said go. Not God said wait. God said go, girl. Okay? They do not like rushing anything they do and generally believe that time is on their side. They may give others the impression that they are procrastinating, but remain focused on the precise moment to act. Therefore, November 3rd people rarely risk defeat due to impulsive or premature maneuvers. So the book is talking about how it works for them. Okay, they're not impulsive. They think out things first. Scorpios definitely premeditate a lot of stuff that they do. So it says they rarely risk defeat due to impulsive or premature maneuvers. Somebody else I thought about was Heavenly. We've heard Heavenly say, I believe on an interview, she said something along the lines of, yeah, Simone just mad because I took her friend. I took competition. I took your friend. She laughed it off, but she meant that. Okay? And even though I feel like Simone is just very childish and territorial, I do love her and Jackie's friendship. But yeah, Heavenly got up in there. Okay? I believe she did that. It seemed like to somebody else on the show. Got in between them. But yeah, Scorpios, they can do that sometimes. Their tactics can still take their opponents by surprise, all right, but probably because of meticulous calculation rather than impulse or intuition. Those born on this day indeed do not like to lose. Their mania to win out in life can cost them dearly when they are faced with bad fortune. As a matter of fact, a run of bad luck, emotionally or financially, can wipe out their moral reserves, leading to depressive and, in extreme cases, suicidal feelings. Joseline, girl, you need some therapy. I hope that, she's going to therapy while she out here being arrested and, all this other stuff, honey. Because that's once you get them suicidal feelings and thoughts, about unaliving yourself, that's not, that's not safe. You need some type of strong support system. You need a professional. Thus, November 3rd people are not only winners, but also sufferers. And they can really get down into their suffering, clam up, and let others know about it without one hollow-eyed look. On the other hand, when they are in a good mood, usually because things are going well for them, they can be extremely entertaining. On such highs, they can even go off in a manic direction. And we've seen Joseline do plenty of that on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, just going off. We saw her pop off when she was on Married to Medicine to Toya. You cannot tell me that Buffy didn't have anything to do with that. Remember, she was a friend of Buffy's. So, yeah. That's why Toya, from Married to Medicine, Toya Bush Harris, felt like all of that was a setup. If you notice in the beginning of season 7 when she was having issues with Buffy, that's why it took her a while to kind of trust Buffy and take her side, with things. November 3rd people's powers of concentration are usually excellent, as are their mental and physical development. But the expression of their feelings is often blocked. They may send up a wall against any probing of their inner thoughts and emotions. That's why a lot of people say Scorpios are secretive, but they're secretive on purpose. I'm friends with a Scorpio, and it be on purpose, okay? Resisting most personal examination, yet they can be quite sympathetic and empathetic towards others. We saw some of that on College Hill when, Joseline felt bad for New York's daughter allegedly, passing, but she found out it was a damn dog, and she like, I'm thinking it was a child. It don't matter, Joseline, girl. People's pets be like they children, extended family. You have to accept that. Do you see that was her problem on the show, trying to fight people out of their value system? Like Newyork values her dog. She loves her dog. Amber Rose values being biracial, not just being black. Yes, she has benefited from the black community. She's a part of it though. Okay? Yeah, she got black baby dads. Okay? But she also has her white side too. And she wants to honor that. That shouldn't bother anybody. That's her identity. And Joseline didn't have a dog in that fight. She made it about her. And you know, she was violent. No, she didn't throw the first punch, but she was violent with her words towards Amber. Amber got sick of it. Joseline had been driving the people in the house crazy anyways. Okay? A lot of the men, like Ray J, you know, he was cool with her. I forgot. Tiana Taylor husband, I think he was there. You know, they was cool with her. A lot of guys, I'm going to tell y'all this about men. If you're beautiful and if you're crazy, they, you know, they're not like women. They're not going to judge you the way a woman do because you're still beautiful and sexy. So Joseline's behavior, it may piss them off. It may be erratic. The one guy, I forgot, he was a friend of Amber's and he wasn't checking for Joseline at all. And I think he went the other way too. But the rest of the straight guys in the house, do you notice how they got over all the shit that Joseline was doing? Okay, little Katie was up in that house too. Shout out to her. She is too cute. And she's all grown up. Where is Franklin at? Okay. I just used to love them. But yeah, the guys in the house, they'll get over, you know, the erratic behavior because they want to sleep with you. Probably secretively. I'm not saying that they would, but that's how some men is. It's like, yeah, she crazy, she erratic, she done did like 8 million things, but she look good. That bitch sexy as hell. She just, you know, they fetish beautiful, sexy women. Some men, that's a value to them, like being around that, like wifing somebody, being in relation to somebody that's like they are super attracted to, where there are other men, they don't have a value with looks. They don't give a damn how you look. They'll treat all women the same. You've seen that, right? But that's kind of what I got with some of the guys in the house. I'm like, damn, they forgiving this bitch for the stuff she do. Okay, I got it. And that was a big thing with her and Stevie. Stevie, you know, liked how she looked. I think he liked that she was ruthless. She wasn't scared. She was, you know, he liked certain things about her. It says, very deep people, those born on this day, are nevertheless unlikely to fathom their own profundity. Not only do November 3rd people make bad enemies because of their physical presence and intelligent battle tactics, but also because of their satirical and sarcastic bent. They are quite capable of tearing an opponent to pieces verbally. November 3rd people must learn to temper their aggressive side and express their emotions in a more harmonious and flowing manner, fighting their own intolerance as well as learning to be more forgiving. Accepting and open are crucial to their personal and spiritual development. I think that if Joseline got some help, because I've seen her when she's likable and it's like, why you can't be this person all the time? But see, the chaotic part of her personality and with her getting rewarded for the bad behavior, it's not going to stop. As long as people's money keeps going up and up and up, they gonna keep acting crazy. Look at Cardi B. She don't care. I'm rich. I just get to do and, you know, and say whatever. Okay? All right, so Let's look at her numbers and planets. Those ruled by the number 3 try to rise to the highest positions in the sphere. I'm sorry. It says that she has some aggressive, I keep seeing the word aggressive energy, enthusiastic energy. And it says, with her being a November 3rd birthday, people have a propensity to spin out of control. You hear it. Or perhaps to be driven down inside with disastrous consequences. That's what's going on now. Being arrested, about to be in and out of jail, in court. Those ruled by the number 3 love their independence and are therefore the happiest when they are working for themselves or in a position with a high degree of autonomy. So with her having this cabaret show, she loves that. She's going to do everything she can to make it successful and to fight for it, because she feels like this is, I'm known for loving hip hop, but this is mine. I get to make all the decisions. People finally get to look up to me. You know, when she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she was insecure. That's why she couldn't maintain any friendships on the show. Okay? She was high on her ego, and the ego has a need for enemies. That's why when Jessica Dine came to the show, she was acting like she didn't know her. She was better than her. Okay, and that's why Jessica Dime was like, well, girl, you Chanelica. Girl, we used to be up at the strip at the same club. Girl, we used to eat together. I used to give you a ride home. And Joseline like, I don't know that person no more. I'm this new person that people respect. I built a name for myself. I want you to be known. I want you to know me for who I am now and not that old person, because that old person was probably what? Powerless and on the first floor. Okay? The advice the book gives her. Let's get to her tarot. It says she has the Empress card. The positive traits of the card is charm, grace, and unconditional love, but also the negative traits of vanity and affection, and as well as an intolerance for imperfection. So she wants to be perfect. Shit, you could. Are you sure about that? You going about it the wrong way. The advice: learn how to let go. Suffering and resentment can drop away if you let it. Be more realistic about your enthusiasm. Beware of indolence. Your enjoyment of pleasures may have to be tempered. Losing with grace can be an important win. That's her meditation. That's Joseline. So next we have Amber Rose, and she was born on October 21st. She is a Libra. She's on the Libra-Scorpio cusp. And we know Amber Rose from being an American model. They're saying she's a rapper. I didn't know she rapped, but I think I heard her say that in an interview. She has been rapping. She's a television personality. We know she was Wiz Khalifa's ex-wife. They have a baby together. She got another baby daddy. That other baby daddy, honey, he was over there with Cher. He ain't with Cher no more. Okay. That's crazy as I don't know what. The man was with Cher, honey, but Cher is that girl, no matter how old she is. Okay, I love her. I used to love Sonny and Cher. I got you, babe. Her baby daddy, the second one, Alexander A.E. Edwards. Yeah, I guess, I wonder, did Cher leave him? Okay, what happened with that? Okay, so Amber Rose, October 21st is the day of singularity. She was with Kanye first. I used to always be like, why is he with that bald lady? And I was just so confused. But I love Amber Rose, you guys. I could sit and talk with Amber. I love her voice. She's from Philly. I like her attitude. Amber seems cool, down to earth, relatable, vulnerable, approachable. I like her in her interviews. I think I read her book. Yep, I got her book and read it. It says her strengths are she is inspirational. Being an inspiration to people means making people feel hopeful or encouraged. It says she's attractive. That means she's good looking, pretty, beautiful. It also says she is verbal. That means she is articulated, very articulate, when it comes to telling you how she feels, who she is. She's well spoken. She's oral. Don't take that the wrong way. I know some of y'all, honey. Okay. Weaknesses. Let's get to those. It says she's self-destructive. That means she is reckless. She does things to self-harm herself, either emotionally, physically. A lot of people do it by, they could binge eat. They can do things like that when they are like caught up in their feelings. It says she's addictive. That means she could be habit forming. She could do things that cause her to have like this dependency on others. She could be compulsive. Her other negative trait or weakness is she's argumentative. That means she's quarrelsome. She's litigious. She's contrary. I would have never thought that she would be argumentative. Or, she just feels the need to push her point, to prove her point. Okay, so let's look at her birthday. It says, there is no doubt that October 21st people are distinctly different from those around them, both in their personality and their views. Although they can be charming and appealing in social or professional situations, they are often a more challenging, even difficult breed where their personal affairs are concerned. Indeed, their relationships are highly complex and made no easier by their critical and sometimes contentious natures. Though October 21st people value harmony and tranquility greatly and will often insist on pleasing surroundings, small things can bother them, and the failings of loved ones can really get under their skin. October 21st people are first and foremost mental in their orientation, yet they have a strong emotional drive, which can land them in trouble. It could be said that there is a kind of uncharted expanse between their strong reasoning faculties and their frequently turbulent love life. Freeing themselves from the negative values of their parents, society, or social circle can be a preoccupation for October 21st people. After spending a lifetime refusing what they do not believe, they may reach a kind of Buddhist detachment. In their personal lives, however, it is far more difficult for them to break attachments. I'm getting from Amber is her personal relationships with men. I think that they mean a lot to her. I think, it started with Wiz. She wanted that family, and then, he became a really big, well-known rapper, and I believe she said, he was a lot different before he was a rapper, like when he was first getting started and stuff. But then once, y'all know how these niggas is. Okay, they get more access to more cootie cat, honey. They begin to lose their damn mind. Now they can't be faithful. Now they don't know about family and commitment. So I think that the situation with Wiz, it always broke Amber's heart. I think she really loved him. I believe she loved Kanye too, but it was always something about how she talked about Wiz Khalifa that really led me to believe, he was the love of her life. I think at one point she had mentioned she would even get back with him, if they could, to make their family work. It says, even when a relationship is not working, they may spend years weighing the merits and drawbacks of their love life. Discourse and speech are usually the fortes of October 21st people. They love to talk and are good at it. In their professional lives, they are capable of touching many and leaving a lasting imprint on more people. Interestingly enough, those born on this day often think so little of the magic they are working that they can be shocked when others, even years later, remember something wonderful they did. So that means she has a really sweet spirit to herself, and she enjoys, doing nice things for other people. Amber comes off as like very genuine, very down to earth, very like meaningful. You could tell she's in a different phase of her life. She's more mature. She ain't out at the bars and the clubs, and she's kind of more to herself. More secluded. I believe I heard her say that in an interview. It says, October 21st people enjoy laughter and having fun, but are basically serious. And in some cases, even tragic people. Their great capacity to entertain and to act on the stage of life's theater makes them sought after for any social group. As parents, October 21st people usually have very clear ideas about proper behavior, not implying by any means that they are conservative in their viewpoints, but they do have a feeling for tradition. In their family life, October 21st people often appear so strong and even dominant that others will not give them the emotional support they need until they get highly upset or break down. Those born on this day must learn to ask for and accept help from their mate or children before that point. October 21st people have a highly aware orientation that is impressive and commands respect. They can suffer the downside, however, through overly conscious beings who find it difficult or impossible to really fully relax. Let's get to her numbers and planets. It says those born on October 21st must therefore avoid being too powerfully dominant. Number 3, people in general and October 21st people in particular may arouse negative feelings, particularly jealousy in others. This may be compounded by the fact that the number 21 has associations with physical beauty, particularly for women. And it also says, let's look at her tarot. And her tarot card is the major arcana is the world. It depicts a goddess running with energy, giving rods in her hands. She surmounts the world and displays the truth. She has unlimited power. Although reward and integrity are assured traditionally, the card can also indicate monumental obstacles and setbacks of fortune, as well as negative traits of distraction and self-pity. This card reveals the primary challenge in the lives of October 21st people is to make their way in the world in a constructive fashion. The advice the book has for her: quiet your soul, back off sometimes rather than jumping in, thus leaving others in peace. Be less critical if possible. Learn acceptance and remember the power of love. Share your talents with the world. Her meditation: death can be viewed as a chance to recycle. Wow. So really quickly, we also have Tiffany New York Pollard. I want to say this. I was very impressed with her on College Hill. Like, she has matured a lot. She's calmed down a lot. I thought it was funny when she kept trying to come on to Orion, who is Omarion's brother. The way she was flirting with him, that was so funny. She's a Capricorn, January 6th, the day of substantiation. Her strengths are she is faithful. Okay, that means she stand by her man and hold him down, honey, and she's loyal. She's accepting, so that means she's able to receive. She's able to obtain, to acquire. It also says searching. That's a strength, to search. It says that means that she is observant, keen, alert, perceptive. Weaknesses, she's naive. Okay, so she's naive, honey. That means she is artless, ingenuous, natural, unsophisticated, free from pretension or calculation. Shit, she seemed like she is pretty calculated, honey. Okay, so her next weakness is she's unrealistic. That means she's impractical, irrational, illogical. Honey, I done seen all of that with her. Her next weakness is she is self-sacrificing. That means she has a self-denial, a selflessness, self-deprivation, altruism, self-discipline. She's kind of willing to put herself on the line for people, you know, that she cares about, or causes that she cares about. We're going to skip right through this, you guys. Let's get to the day of substantiation, which is January 6th, Capricorn. Substantiation is a central theme in the lives of January 6 people, exploring or proving for themselves and others the truth of any given situation. Even the most materially oriented January 6 people usually believe in divinity, nature, or universal spirit or soul. For them, the physical existence alone can be proof of the wonder of the universe, the universal force. The most spiritual of January 6 people seek to embody intangibles in their everyday existence through devotion, love, duty, and sacrifice. There's that word. They display an interest in every physical manifestation of the spirit. Their interest in the world is not usually so technical as it is philosophical and poetic. But though they tend to be highly subjective individuals, they express far-out thoughts with great clarity so that others may understand. Therefore, regardless of profession, they are often teachers in the true sense of the word. Okay. It says highly courageous individuals. Those born on this day are not averse to facing danger. They recognize the power of dark forces, but at the same time, they can radiate an innocence and light, which softens the hardest hearts and wins over the grossest skeptics. True believers, their inner vision remains unshaken through the hardest trials. This is not exactly a belief in themselves, but a belief in a power greater than themselves, which somehow moves through them. Okay. It also says that they may prove to be too demanding for some who prefer to take life more casually and have little or any need to be taught or to subject their observations to the constant verification process demanded by January 6 people. It says their reactions are real and their opinions are honest. They may be seen as unrealistic and needy by some. I always got that from New York. She was very needy and codependent on Flav and acting like he was her man. Y'all remember when he chose Delicious over her? He chose Hoops over her. I knew that was gonna happen. Shout out to Hoops. That was my girl. She was so pretty, and she was not scared of New York, honey. I loved it. That girl played basketball, honey, and everything. Remember when Pumpkin spit on New York and that damn New York grabbed her ass so quick? Pumpkin ran into the camera, honey. I was cracking up. But yeah, y'all seen how Flav played with New York and she was still acting like his slave. That's why you don't do that, because they will choose another bitch over you in a minute. They are more impressed with the women, guys, that's not willing to jump up and do everything they want them to do, and they love a challenge, you know? And she wasn't a challenge for him because he knew that she would come back every season, and lust over him, give up the cootie cat. Remember, I believe she said that her and Flav had slept together before the other girls, you know, and he still didn't pick her. She still ended up on the bench. Okay, so y'all gotta watch out for that. But I see a lot of maturity in New York. She came off way more likable than Joseline, way more calmer. She had her moments, you know, she would act crazy, but I like, you know, Tiffany a lot more now. I could not stand her ass back in the day. Oh my gosh, I could not stand her. I thought she was evil, manipulative. Like, she was another one for years. She got rewarded for bad behavior. Okay, and then I believe something happened in her life. It just seemed like she's more spiritual now. She's not all chaotic and crazy like Joseline. You know, you could just really tell the growth with New York. The advice the book has for her: remember that it is your life. Don't live it for or through someone else. Look after yourself, but remain open to sharing with others. Serve only that which merits your service. That's right. Only give to people that's giving to you, that have a reciprocal, you know, energy with you. Because like I said, with how she would act with Flav, that's one-sided, you know? And Flav, Flav, I think, was a Pisces. Yeah, my mother is actually a Capricorn. My dad is a Pisces. So, yeah. All right, so last but not least, we got Eva MARCILLE Sterling. Y'all know she has recently filed for divorce from her estranged husband, honey, Michael Sterling. We thought that Michael Sterling was a good black man. He a good man, Savannah. He a good light-skinned man. Okay, he seemed like, you know, the picture perfect guy, the good guy, the safe guy, you know. And we know she was with that crazy ass, chaotic ass, abusive ass Kevin McCall. Oh, woof, child, they like night and day. And I mean that literally, honey. Okay, so it says Eva MARCILLE's estranged husband, Michael's DUI. See, this wasn't out when she had filed. We found this out after, and then all of us nosy people, honey, we put two and two together and was like, yeah, that's why, you know, she filed for divorce. Mike, you were supposed to be the good husband, the good guy, the soft place for Eva to land, honey. You wasn't supposed to be out here doing the Kevin McCall type of stuff. I know Eva didn't see this coming. Okay, because she was another one on Housewives of Atlanta. My man, I'm married. Marlo ain't married. I sleep with my man every night. And now she over there on All the Queen's Men, or whatever the show is. I don't watch it, honey, but I heard it's good. I'm going to try to check it out, honey, because I'm nosy, honey. But I heard, you know, Eva is doing a really good job. Things are looking up for her professionally. The house that they was in, honey, it was in Eva's name. So a lot of people are saying, you know, Mike wasn't bringing, you know, the money to the table, honey. But it says her estranged husband, he had a DUI arrest. He was exposed. He pled not guilty in court. Um, So it says, just weeks after MARCILLE slapped Michael Sterling with divorce papers, he was arraigned in April on a DUI charge in a rear-end crash that subsequently led to a civil suit in June. According to various court documents, Sterling, 41, is an attorney, was handcuffed for allegedly reeking of booze following a midnight crash on February 4th, 2022 in Sandy Springs, Georgia, where instead of calling a lawyer, he summoned his beautiful wife, who showed up at the scene with a friend. I told her that her husband was under arrest tonight, the police officer stated in the police report. I let her speak to him briefly. Sterling, through his lawyer, William Treadwell, pled not guilty in Fulton County State Court in April 26 on the misdemeanor charge of driving under the influence of alcohol, following too closely and recklessly driving. Look, can't get the words out, child. According to documents, Sterling has vigorously denied he was boozed up, claiming his eyes were glossy and red because of a medical condition. Yeah, that's what they all say. His lawyer also argued that none of the emergency room workers at the hospital where Sterling was taken following the crash accused him of being inebriated. But the crash report states that Sterling was wearing a COVID-19 mask, but as he spoke to me, I could smell the odor of alcoholic beverages coming from his breath. So, honey, they are accusing him of being a drunk, okay? He said he was going too fast to keep from hitting the other vehicle, the report stated. I asked Sterling if he would submit to any voluntary field sobriety evaluations. He said no, the officer stated in the report. I asked him why not, and he replied, because I am an attorney, honey. It is unknown why Sterling decided to call his wife before he was handcuffed. And he was placed in the back of the patrol car just like the rest of you niggas. Okay? And he got thrown into city jail. And Eva was seen most recently at the BET Awards looking very skinny, honey. Skinty minty. Real skinny, honey. Okay, so Eva Marcille, she is a Scorpio. She is a fixed water sign. We're going to go right through this, you guys. Her strengths is she's organized, she's confident, and she is attentive. So we know what organized means. She has all her ducks in a row, honey. She's confident, okay? Always smizing, looking beautiful, ready to serve it to the girls. I love Eva because I believe we're about the same age. I think after I graduated, her season 3 of Top Model came on, and I just was obsessed with her. She was a tomboy. She had short hair. She just stood out from the other women, you know? It also says, she was attentive. She's attentive, right? When she's focused on you, she focused on you. She paying attention, honey. Weaknesses. It says she is self-neglectful. And that could mean, you know, she don't take care of her personal hygiene sometimes. She may have an unkempt appearance, you know, looking a bit malnourished or dehydrated. Honey, all of that could be, you know, her being self-neglectful. The people is judging her because they talking about she too skinny now. And, you know, she going through a lot of stress. I'm sure she wasn't planning on divorcing Michael. He seemed like a good man, Savannah. So I'm sure that has something to do with it, guys. Okay? You know, when these men stress you out, honey, when they trick you and you marry them and you thinking they're a good man, you know, that could cause a woman to lose weight. Okay? It also says her weakness is she's frustrated. I don't have the best relationship, you guys, with frustration myself. That is one of the worst things that I can feel. So I can only imagine, honey, for Eva. But it means, when she's feeling in distress, she's annoyed that, she has the inability to change or achieve something. Michael was supposed to be her knight in shining armor. Okay. He was her daughter's new dad, and see all of that. And I done kind of been through some of the stuff Eva has been through, with the crazy child's father, honey. So yeah, like I'm sure that broke her heart, you guys, when this situation with Mike, it didn't work out. And don't nobody want to be a single parent of 3 children, huh? She only had one at first, right? Little Marley, she's so pretty. And now she got the boys. Yeah, I'm sure Mike is still gonna be there and still be a good dad. And she got him to adopt Marley. Marley should be getting some child support too. Okay, problem. Eva did it the correct way, honey. Okay? She did. A lot of women is judging her. I saw a lot of comments, you guys. He shouldn't have to pay for that one child. That ain't his. He married her. He adopted the little girl. She got his last name. That's his baby. So it is what it is. And that is how you hustle. You always hustle forward, not backward. Don't be listening to these women, honey, on the first floor. It was still a win. Okay? She could still collect child support from that man. And Eva is smart. Okay? She is smart. Even though it didn't work out, she's still smart. She over there doing, that show, with Tyler Perry, honey. So she gonna be working. Y'all know Tyler, he stayed writing and producing, so she gonna always have a job. Okay, but a lot of people are saying that Mike's money wasn't where Eva's money is, and who knows what happened. But let's get through this real quick. It says the day of the overseer. Did I read, I'm just bouncing around. Her last weakness, you guys, is, she's preoccupied. That means, busy, distracted. Okay. So that was her last weakness. It says, when given the chance, October 30th people generally make good managers who have a talent for directing others. Those born on this day are usually multi-talented and can often bring abilities specific to one field or endeavor to bear on another, traditionally and unrelated. Strangely enough, many people born on this day travel overseas in fulfilling the demands of their career or even in starting a new life, thus giving the name of their day a double meaning. And that's interesting because that's when people noticed there was trouble in paradise with her and Mike. They hadn't been posting, and she was out of town for a long period of time, honey. Okay, and that's when the people, honey, they start speculating like Eva just always gone and she always working. Why she ain't with Mike? Why she ain't with the kids? It says the image of an October 30th person crossing a sea is indeed a relevant metaphor for those born on this day, as they must sail through 3 crucial periods in their life, their late teens, late 20s, and early 40s. At each juncture, they are faced with a daunting challenge of uncharted waters. Should they decide to stay where they are or shun this challenge? See, I think Eva is close to 40, so something may have changed with her, you guys. According to the book, anyways, honey. Should they decide to stay where they are, okay, and shun this challenge, they can find themselves living out their lives in frustration. Okay, there's that word. And I'm thinking she felt that while she was with Mike. Okay? With their wishes remaining unfulfilled. On the other hand, if they take the plunge, they may have to suffer hardship and instability for an undetermined length of time. Although others may see their decisions to risk as courageous. In fact, many October 30th people feel they have no choice but to follow their dreams. Okay? Because Eva is very different now. Like, is she on that Tyler Perry show? Because when she was on Dish Nation, it just seemed like she just wanted to be a wife and a mother and, you know, do her little jobs here and there. You know, she was on one of the Ultimate Girls Trip shows too. I enjoyed her on there. I think she liked that better than Housewives. I don't think Eva could take the scrutiny of Housewives. And then, honey, the girl couldn't tell the truth to save her own life. Kept lying and stuff. It's just like, girl, just own your shiggity. But Eva wanted to be cool with everybody. Didn't want nobody to be mad at her. Y'all remember when Portia told her titties was social distancing, honey? That was funny. But see, I think Eva and Mike, they were on better terms when Eva was just the wife and on Dish Nation and maybe working and doing stuff here and there. But once she got on this damn show, it just brought out, it seemed like another side, honey. And Eva was like, bitch, I want to see the world, okay, without you and them kids. And, you know, I don't know. She just seemed like a different person. You could tell she's going through some changes. And even this stuff with Mike Sterling, I get that he's human, guys. I'm not trying to overly judge him. I get, as humans, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I do. I'm just shocked. I am. I would be lying, honey, if I didn't say that. I'm just kind of shocked by them because I love their family together. I loved Eva having the happily ever after, you know, with her man adopting Marley, and you know, it's sad to see a beautiful family break up, right? It says October 30th, people are not adverse to taking the challenge of a new opportunity when it presents itself. That's that damn show. I don't care what nobody say with Tyler Perry, honey. They can nevertheless be so attentive to be the here and now that they miss chances to advance their career or widen their world. They do better when they give themselves the space to think broadly and the distance and objectivity necessary to view their lives from the other side, okay? Too often, those born on this day are preoccupied with discharging of their responsibilities when all the while the clock is ticking and they have larger plans. So I think she got just fed up with just being a wife and a mother. I think she wants more for her career. I believe she adores her children, right? And I think she loves being married, but it's like there's a whole nother world out there and I'm growing, I'm changing, and now I want something different. You know, sometimes you could be in a space in your life and, you know, you make certain decisions or you may entertain certain relationships or marriages because you are in that particular space at that time. But as you begin to grow and change, it's just like, you know, does this really fit me now? It fit me then. Does this fit me now? Right? So I think Eva is changing. And I could tell. I could see the changes within her. So let's look at her tarot. It's the Empress. She is the perfect woman, the ultra feminine, who embodies our dreams, hopes, and aspirations. The negative card, the negative qualities is vanity and affection, as well as an intolerance for imperfection. It's funny, we saw that with Joseline too. And then the positive traits, charm, grace, and unconditional love. Yeah, I believe I read this for Joseline too. It seemed like she's a Scorpio too. Okay, so advice. It says, don't miss the forest for the trees. Keep in mind the larger picture. Spend more time and energy on yourself. Remain open to the opinions and suggestions of others. Meditation. Death is only crossing over into another world. All right, so I was going to squeeze in Tina Knowles too, but I'm running out of time. I got somewhere I got to be, honey, so we're going to have to get to it another day. But Tina Knowles was born January 4th. Her birthday is the day of formulators. Strengths: conceptual, structure, pragmatic. Her weaknesses: dogmatic, closed, and intolerant, honey. Okay, she was intolerant of Richard's shiggity, honey, okay? But we will talk about Miss Tina Knowles in my upcoming open birthday reading. That's when I pick some other celebrities to pair with her, and we will talk about all of that then, you guys, okay? So don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.